you know, I just try to rub them out, and you know, if I don't hit them there, I get in crap from my coach. So it's something that I have to do, and it's unfortunate that, you know, he had a bloody nose and I got kicked out, but you know, it's something where I thought he was going to hit me back, so there was no intention to hurt him there.
Okay. I want to thank you for joining us. We're going to have one more segment with you. So Ryan Kesler of the Vancouver Canucks, who arrives on the puck generally in ill humor, our guest on After Hours, will continue live from GM Place in Vancouver in a moment. Well, back with you at GM Place, where tonight the Vancouver Canucks played Game 82 of the regular schedule. Now look forward to a Stanley Cup run that can last anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. Ryan Kesler is thinking only in terms of the latter, and we guess not thinking about an acting career.
Like many athletes, Ryan Kesler isn't much of an actor. But he wants you to know that you can make a difference on Team Power Smart with actions as simple as throwing on a sweater like he does, rather than turning up the heat.
Make a difference and conserve today. Join Team Power Smart at bchydro.com.
Anything you'd like to add, Ryan?
No. No.
Well, now, it didn't take too long to shoot that, did it?
About 15, 20 takes. I was there for like 3 hours.
Was it hard to get that word no out, or what?
Yeah, I couldn't get putting on the sweater right. It was, I was off on time.
That was good. Great.
Well, we talk about expectations coming in this year, and you know, your team has done a lot. 3 out of the 4 years you've won your division. You go into the playoffs each year with a mindset of trying to win. But how much different is it this year for your club, going in with the sights of trying to win a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, that's a big thing. We have to keep our eyes on the sight, and that is winning the Stanley Cup. Anything else for this group isn't good enough, and we know that. We're going in to go all the way, and other than that, you know, we got to focus one round at a time, one game at a time, and the process will work itself out.
Here's a question for you, Ryan, from Deepak in Surrey, BC. What was the biggest reason that made you decide to stay with the Vancouver Canucks? I can think about 5 million of them myself. Yeah. But no.
It's, yeah.
Well, actually,
we'd be here all night if
let me rephrase the question, or get to the point about the new contract. It happened very quickly. In a window of 36 hours, negotiations were complete. When I think most people thought that you would become an unrestricted free agent, or a restricted, free agent, and that the negotiations would maybe even go down to the wire in the summertime. You surprised the deal came together so quickly?
Yeah, I was. Obviously, when they cut off talks, I was expecting to, you know, go to July 1 and hopefully work something out with them. But when we contacted them, they were really eager. Both sides were really eager to get something done, and you know, it was a fair deal for both sides, and I'm happy to be a Vancouver Canuck for the next 6 years.
And what does it mean playing? I know you're an American, but playing in a Canadian city where you walk around and hockey is everywhere.
Yeah,
does that make a difference?
It's
too?
electrifying.
Yeah.
You're walking down the street, people recognize you, and it's a great city. It's probably one of the most beautiful cities in North America, and it's. I'm privileged to be able to play for this organization. It's a great organization. It's first class, and the city, you couldn't live in a better city.
You're from Livonia, Michigan. The other star from that town looks like he's going to retire at the end of the season. The season's done now. How big a hero was Mike Modano to you growing up?
He was my role model. He was someone that I looked up to, being from the same hometown. I tried to model my game against him, and you know, to see that game last night and see him score the game winner in the shootout and the tire with a minute and a half left, and it kind of, you know, it brought tears to my eyes too. You know, he's done a lot for USA Hockey and a lot for Minnesota and Dallas, and he's still a great role model for me. I've had the privilege to you know, be on the same ice sheet as him and get to know him through the Olympic camps. So it's a person that I really look up to, and you know, hopefully we can see each other down the road one day.
It's probably even more emotional for him tonight because Dallas played in Minnesota. At the end of the night, he went into the room and put on the Minnesota North Stars uniform and skated around a huge ovation, because that's, of course, where he started his career and had some great years in Minnesota. But leads me to this. Such respect for Mike Modano. How hard would it be to work yourself up into a state of hate for a guy like that when you play? Whatever it takes.
You know, it was one of those things where you respect a guy so much that you want to kind of show him what you got. You know, you want to play hard against him, and you know, like I said, he was my childhood idol, and it was a privilege to be on the same ice and to be taking draws against him.
How much pride do you take out of the National Development Program in the U.S.? You're a graduate from that. And do they bring you back to talk to some of the new kids coming up? Because there seems like it's had a great impact on U.S. hockey.
Yeah, it's a great program they got there. The under-17, they really bring in kids, and we leave men. They teach us how to become pros, teach us how to become athletes, work out, technique of working out, which is really important, and they teach you the fundamentals and work on your skill set every day, which is, you know, at this level you don't get to work on every day. So it's something that, it's a great program, and if anybody has the opportunity to go there, they should go in a heartbeat. And my dad actually scouts for him now, so it's I guess a Kesler name still in the organization. And it's a great program.
Short time we have left. Let's get to what matters the most, which is family. You and Andrea have one child, Michaela, who's coming up on her 2nd birthday. And she is absolutely gorgeous. No questions required here. Just go ahead and talk about her.
This is her first interview.
And she's not interested in talking to Willis, apparently.
She was doing what I was thinking, was turning my back. No, she's a doll. She
that
has me wrapped around her finger, and she knows it. Yeah, she's all smiles. I was telling the guys today, she smiled more in the 2 years than I have my entire lifetime. So all the guys think I'm grumpy. So around the rink, I'm just serious. It's game time when I'm around the rink, and it's a job for me. So to have her around and be able to go home to her, and she always brings a smile to my face, and you know, I'm extremely lucky to have that beautiful of a daughter.
Very quickly, tomorrow you find out if it's Detroit, LA, or Nashville that you meet in the first round, most likely starting here next Wednesday. What's your preference?
It's a tough one. Obviously, travel-wise, LA would be probably the best gig, but they're all great hockey clubs, and it's going to be a battle. It's nowadays the league's so tight, top to bottom, 1 to 8 is every team's a great hockey team. So to be able to pick one, obviously, it'd be really hard.
All right, we won't make you then. Thanks for your time, Ryan. Ryan Kesler, our guest on After Hours, Olympic silver medalist and a key cog, as we say, in the Canuck attack. Back to wrap after this.